before we begin. Out of respect for others around you and for our performers, please turn off all cell phones. Remember that this is an interactive show. One or more of our performers may approach you to momentarily join in our fun. If this is something that you are not keen on doing, do not fret. Our performers are trained not to bite. They will let you off easy and put you back into your seat with virtually no harm. Please be aware that there will be 2 instances of simulated gunfire in Act 2. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please take note of the 3 marked emergency exits. One by the entrance from which you entered, and the other 2 flank the kitchen and bar area. In accordance with state law, there is no smoking allowed inside our building. Should you not be able to wait for intermission, please use the exit from which you entered the hall and enjoy your cigarettes. For the safety of our performers, please do not take any flash photography during the show. If you cannot wait until intermission to take a flash photograph, feel free to step outside using the entrance from which you entered and take a flash photograph of the smokers. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the MTN Players production of Fond Farewell.
My friends, what a joy to see you all gathered here and to know that you have all interrupted your busy lives to celebrate the accomplishments in life of one very remarkable man, Mr. Ben Fullman, a man who wielded a mighty pen, a wonderfully good-natured man, a man full of fun, a man full of surprise pranks, a man who I'm sure is even now smiling broadly down on us even as we are smiling back up at him. Mr. Ben Fullman, whose distinguished career as a novelist, screenwriter, and poet has engaged the imaginations of millions. A man whose inexhaustible talents are only surpassed by his boundless generosity. As we all know, over Ben's all too brief life, he has given millions to help the uneducated, the unfortunate, and the illiterate among us.
Well, not us here, per se, but other uneducated and unfortunate people that aren't here with us, in here, like the illiterate people who can't read. I'm sure those are the type of people that Ben liked to help become better readers and probably better at adding and subtracting too, because I'm sure Ben thought that was important, you know. Yeah.
Physically, he didn't stand the tallest in the crowd. His voice not the sweetest in the choir. His face not the most handsomest in the picture.
I'm not saying he was dirt ugly though either. I'm just saying, well, you know.
Yet in all things he was most remarkable. And I know that each of us here today came here for 2 precise reasons. First, to fill the vast emptiness of his passing with the company of those who know him best. And second, to maybe share how our knowing of Ben has in some small but significant way made our lives richer.
And third, just to see how richer he made us in his will. I mean, let's be honest. He couldn't take it all with him. Has to go somewhere. Might as well go to me. I mean, us. Us.
Let us raise our glasses and salute the memory of one of the greats, greatest poets, greatest humanitarian, and greatest novelist.
And most of all, greatest father, my loving dad, Mr. Ben Fullman.
Ben Fullman didn't have any children.
What?
I said Ben Fullman didn't have any children, therefore he could not be your father.
I don't know who you are to just burst in here like you just bursted. But I can assure you
I'm
that...
Roger Starks. Roger Starks, look down. At the podium,
Okay, so I'm looking.
on top of the speech you've been reading, Roger Starks, Ben Fullman's personal assistant for the last 10 years. And I can assure you, Ben Fullman not only didn't have any wife or children, but no living heirs to his name or fortune.
You have no idea.
I have a very good idea what you're trying to do. Now please, step away from the podium and stop making a mockery of this dignified occasion.
Ooh, what's this?
That's my, I'll take that, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry for this unfortunate interruption. I've been outside waiting for Rex Roman, Ben's personal attorney, to arrive, and it didn't occur to me to post an armed guard at a funeral separation to keep imposters from...
My name is Philip Fullman. 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 Fullman.
Yelling's not going to make your lives come true.
I'm here trying to honor my
You're
father.
here trying to steal an inheritance that doesn't belong to you. It belongs to these people that knew Ben, that cared about Ben. Your name is not nor ever will be Fullman. I've been with him 24/7 for the last 10 years. And not once did he ever mention his son. 10 seconds is what you got. In 10 seconds, I'm calling the cops and we're going to have him removed. 10, 9, 8,
7, 5, 6. I can count numbers too, you know.
7, 6, 5. Walk away while you still can. 4, 3.
Ben Fullman is my dad.
Have it your way. Ladies and gentlemen, just bear with us for a short time and we will have
Philip Fullman.
this young man escorted out and we can go about what we came here to do today. Celebrate Ben's life and of course go over his last will and testament.
I don't know. I'm sorry, very sorry to disappoint all of you. I mean, you all seem like okay people. Except for you. You look really hot. Are you really with him? I don't know what paper this Mr. Rex or whatever his name has, but I have the only copy of Mr. Ben Fullman's last will and testament. And I can tell you that none of you are in it.
And I'm very sorry to disappoint you, but I have the only real and legal copy of Ben Fullman's last will and testament, and you aren't in it.
And you are?
Rachel Fullman, Ben Fullman's daughter.
What?
Ben Fullman didn't have a daughter.
My father never had a daughter.
My father didn't have a son, and he didn't know he had a daughter, me, until just last week.
Last week?
3 years ago, when my real dad died, I found out that my real dad really wasn't my real dad.
Stop trying to confuse me.
The night after the funeral, my mom told me the truth about my real biological father. She met this guy named Ben something at one of these wild Hollywood movie opening parties.
Your mother at a Hollywood party.
She was one of the waitresses with the wine catering company. This Ben guy kept trying to impress her by drinking all of the wine off her serving tray. And he got really drunk, and I guess she felt kind of responsible for him.
So she slept with him.
No, he was throwing up all over himself, so she undressed him to wash him off in the pool. As the cold water kind of sobered him up. When she found out she was pregnant, she told my dad that the baby was his. He died, never knowing that I was his real daughter.
Your mother sleeping with some guy named Ben at some party doesn't prove that Ben Fullman was your father.
When he started to make it big from all the novels and screenplays, she recognized his picture in all the publicity shots.
And she never tried for child support.
She didn't want to risk my dad finding out. Besides, all it was just a one-night accident, and she didn't want his money.
But you do.
I never wanted his money. I just wanted him. Finally, after months of trying to find him, he emails me back, and he is super apologetic about not answering sooner. So we set up a time to meet and to get to know each other, but on the next day, on the very day that we were supposed to meet...
He dies.
Yes.
How convenient. But only after leaving his last will and testament and every last dime to you, of course. Which is what doesn't make any sense, Rachel. He just knew that he was going to die, and so even though he's never met you, he writes you a will, leaving everything to you and pops it in the mail. How lucky for you.
I can't explain what he did, other than maybe he knew that he was my real father and he wanted me to have a copy of his will.
You know how I know you're both fake? Because Ben Fullman would have never done that. He would have never ignored all the people he cared about and left everything to just one person.
He didn't leave everything to me.
That's because he left everything to me.
According to this, he left most everything to them. Here, read it for yourself. No.
Come on, Raj. Can I call you Raj? Come on, Raj. You know that can't be real. I mean, who are we kidding? My father, a considerate, generous man. Not even any of them would believe that. Try selfish and self-serving. He wouldn't give squat to anyone unless someone was making him.
Oh my God, he did. He really did. He left over $100 million to them.
Let me see that.
Look, he even included separate pages for individuals. It says Bill Can. Bill Can, please stand up. Bill Can? Bill can't stand up. Well, Bill Can, he left his one-bedroom-year-old Ocean Villa condo so that he had a place for his 19-year-old mistress. I know why he doesn't want to stand up now. To Ray Lukow. Ray Lukow?
Lukow.
No Lukow. Okay. Well, he also doesn't want to be noticed because he's got $50,000 to bribe his probationary officer for weekends off. To Rich Sample. Is there a Rich Sample here? Please stand up. He give you $75,000 so you can hire a new secretary once your wife finds out about your other one. To Karen Kistner. Oh. Karen?
Yeah.
He left you $200,000 for that vacation you always wanted without your husband, Bill. He only left you 20%.
Only 20%? How much is that? How much is 20% of $100 million? How much is 20% of $100 million?
$20 million.
Only $20 million? You can't really believe she's his daughter?
Okay, look, August 4th. See? And here's his signature. You are a secretary, you would know. Does that look like his real signature?
It does, but come on. A long-lost daughter, and he doesn't mention it to me of all people?
Look at the date and the postmark here. The same day. The same day he died. He wrote and mailed it on the day he died, the day after he found out about me. Did you see him on the day he died?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, did you, Raj?
Hey, I gave my statement to the police. I don't have to answer these kind of questions.
I didn't mean did you do it. I meant did you see him the day he was killed?
Like I said to the cops, I didn't talk to him, but I did see him. I mean, we went to go pick up his new Jag dealership. I was following behind him. His Mercedes went through the bridge rail. Technically, I was the last person to see him alive. I saw him in the car, filling up and sinking.
And they never found his body.
The windows were open. There was a strong outgoing current. Gone. He was just gone. Out to sea. That's what they put in their official report.
Sounds rather fishy to me.
That's disgusting.
What? Even seeing him not alive would have been better than not seeing him.
And where were you, Miss whatever your real name is? Let me guess. Here in town, I'd say from that postmark, writing that will and sending it to yourself.
Well, where's the copy of the will that your father supposedly left you?
Now, I have it.
Well, let's see it.
It's in a safe place.
Get it.
You really think I would bring the only copy of Ben Fullman's last will and testament here to a room full of people who all think they're walking out several hundred thou richer? I mean, look at them. They cannot be trusted.
Stop insulting Ben's
He
friend.
doesn't even have a copy of the will.
Hey, mine's different. You know how mine's different? You know how I know? Mine's real. Because my father would have never left these parasites a dime. He didn't like any of you. The only reason you're pretending to like him now is to see what you can get from him.
God, don't listen to anything he says. I'm so
Bill doesn't need that money. He hasn't paid taxes in 15 years. And Darren will just spend it on a pair of sexy silky pajamas for himself. Size 18, isn't it now? And Damien, exactly how much do hair plugs cost these days? The party's over, folks. Go home and don't hold your breath. You won't be getting a thing.
You wouldn't be getting a thing. Benji left me everywhere. My Benji left every last delicious dime to yours fabulously to use and abuse, and I intend to spend every last penny in the pursuit of mind-numbing, heart-pounding, physical pleasure. Does that excite you as much as it does me, big boy? I really need another drinky. You are? Victoria, darling. Where's the barmaid?
Victoria?
Victoria Fullman. Oh, Mrs. Ben Fullman, if you must know, but that Mrs. part takes all the fun out of meeting new men.
Mrs. Ben Fullman?
Yes, my Benji. I was his wife, and now his grieving widow, of course. Oh. So much to do in so little time. I really need some male attention here. A little supervision.
Okay.
Yes, I was his wife, but now, of course, I'm his widow. Oh, his grieving widow. No tears. Come, my pet. There are free refills at my limo. Don't wait up for him, sweetie. He'll be home sometime in October.
You're Mrs. Ben Fullman.
Yes. Victoria.
Victoria.
Yes.
Then she must recognize us.
Yeah. You recognize your son and your daughter?
Oh, please.
No. She's not our mom. You really think she's our mom?
Sons, daughters, little things that go poopy in the night. Benji and I didn't make babies, dear. We made mad, passionate, exhausting love. Oh, but you're trembling. Relax. I was just reminiscing, darling.
If you are indeed who you say you are,
Indeed, I am.
then prove it. Show us a copy of your will.
Ooh, so in charge. I really like that.
Well, do you have it or not?
Well, aren't we little Miss Fire Panties? Now, where did I put that silly little old piece of paper?
She's got nothing, folks. She's got
Oh, but I do. See?
This is a family gathering.
She is nothing but a common.
I'm anything but common, my dear. Can't see anything? Did you look? Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to see. She's got something.
I'll take that.
Just one moment before I give you this. Then we all here are all agreed at the moment that I am indeed Mrs. Ben Fullman.
Just give me the freaking will. Thank you.
I am Mrs. Benjamin Coleman.
Oh my God.
You're Miss Ben Fullman too.
I'm Miss Ben Fullman, #1. Of course, I can produce all the necessary papers to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was, to be more precise, mine, and that all that he had is now lawfully mine.
What did she just say?
Here's the official disposition of what is now mine.
What?
You're an American, aren't you?
What do you mean?
That was a yes or no question.
In America, we call it a will.
Call it anything you like. 100 million sounds the same in any country.
Over my incredibly talented and beautiful dead body, Queen Mary. Benji left every last delicious dime to me.
If Benjamin even entertained the thoughts of keeping company with babies of your kind, I would have had him extinguished.
And neither of you were ever married to my father.
Your father?
My father, actually.
Oh, 2 siblings. Good heavens. A small litter. Sorry, my ambitious little rodents, but you two are quite the impossibility. Benjamin couldn't.
Oh, but he could, and did, often.
Couldn't have children. How do you Americans so coolly put it? He got snipped. Sorry, old chaps, but you two simply do not exist.
We don't exist?
Don't you see what's happening here? All of these people read about my father's funeral, and they've all showed up to steal what my dad left to all of us.
That's exactly what all of you are trying to do here.
In 10 years, Ben never mentioned a son or a daughter, and his writing left him disinterested in what you would have to offer.
No one has ever been disinterested in what I have to offer, darling. You're interested, aren't you?
And he never left the country, so he could have never met, much less married some conceited, arrogant brick.
But married to him I am. Your insults change nothing. And as his wife, I resent this gathering of vultures, obviously organized by you. My wish is for all of you to go home immediately.
What did you just say?
I said, get out, go home now.
Drop dead.
How dare you threaten me?
That's a threat, not a promise.
Please, both of you,
All of you, out! Immediately! Do not be deceived by my slight frame. I will, if required, forcibly remove each and every one of you, and I shall then begin with you!
Take your hands off my property.
You do not own this man.
Maybe not his heart, but his body is all mine.
No one is going anywhere. She has absolutely no authority here.
All right, stay. Here, read this. This paper will answer your stubborn American ignorance.
Mine first, darling. The one in your other hand, the one that smells divine, like me.
Oh, dear. Let me recite the loving words of my poor deceased lover. To my beloved wife, Margaret Elizabeth Fullman, I do hereby bequeath the full measure of my estate and the proceeds of my insurance.
I have it memorized too. I coached him on the specific wording.
Of particular note
Is my new screenplay, Fond Farewell. To her goes my entire estate, with the exception of
$1, the sum of $1 and $1 only.
It's left to my faithful secretary, Roger Starks, in acknowledgement of his service. That greedy, ungrateful son
Careful,
of a...
darling. We do have guests in the house.
After all the time I spent with him, he leaves me $1. If he wasn't dead, I'd kill him myself.
Mr. Rogers, I presume?
I poured 10 years of my work, my ideas, my dreams, sacrificed my own writing, and I get a buck.
That's not even his real will. I don't know what you're getting so bent up about.
I have his real will.
You? Really?
Really?
Can you actually read it?
What?
Let me see it.
I have it hidden.
But of course you do.
It's in a safe place. Somewhere where you and all of them won't try to, kill me for it.
That your life is worth the inconvenience for us to end it. How you flatter yourself, you presumptuous worm.
3 wills, identical signatures.
Do the signatures look real?
Of course they're real, darling. I was talking about the signatures on the will, of course.
Anyone can forge a signature.
But the dates, they're all the same.
They're all dated
August 4th, 2014. Have fun. Let's add dance steps. Do you know how to twerk? I can teach you.
Mine said August 4th, 2014 as well.
And you guys all got it by mail.
Hand delivered by my very own mailman. He'll never forget that particular delivery.
What other nonsense? Mine is obviously the only legitimate claim here. I suggest
come on,
you all
Hey, shut up!
Oh, so in charge. I really like that.
Stick to the facts. Miss Pullman.
Oh, do call me Victoria, please. And you can call me Vicky. And you can call me Vicky. Oh, and you can call me anytime you like.
How long were you married to Ben?
I'm supposedly married.
6 marvelously long hot months ago, Benji was the most passionate, ravenous lover I've ever met. Until now, of course.
And you?
6 months ago, we pledged to have and to hold. And to be coarsely honest, he held me and had me. And for enduring those horrible 6 months, I will be having and holding every dime that dreadful man ever made.
I can't imagine my father ever being cruel. His letter was so kind.
He left me a buck. Come with her.
You mean you never actually met Daddy, dearest?
I miss him by a day. I just found out he was my real father.
Oh, how convenient to be able to pick rich parents. Honey, are you rich? You want to be my daddy?
I would never pretend that he was my father.
I would. He did.
What?
It wasn't like that.
Of course not.
Since the day I was born, he was my father.
But not before.
So young, so dumb, so full of, come on, my pet. I have a nursery voice for you.
Forever. He was my dad forever, okay?
So when did you ever see him?
Well, lots of times growing up, we saw,
Not especially fast on his feet, is he?
Oh, the trainer will get enough time and energy, but I don't know. So much to do, so little time.
3 wills, $100 million, identical signatures.
4 wills.
It can count, bravo!
And each contains the same 4 dates.
Yeah. The signatures are identical and it's the same dates.
I really shouldn't talk.
All of it's the same date.
Right.
So how are we going to know which one's which?
I don't know. How are we going to tell which one is legal if they're all the same date?
Yoo-hoo! Mine is right here. Am I too late? Had they like crispy crittered him yet? You know, like Ashes City. Oh, like wowzer! Just look at all of you. I'm getting such incredibly yellow vibes, like warm, toasty sprinkles falling on me. I just gotta tell you, to be here in this moment with you means like this much to me. To be here to help my Benny find his way to his new oneness, to grasp his black ashes and throw them, to feel his grit falling through my fingers and sail into the wind, to taste his dust in my nostrils. Dust in the wind. On the earth is dust in the wind. This moment is so much bigger than the both of us.
Does this look like a disco party to you?
Feel them, taste them, breathe them, their breath to mine, their hearts to mine, space to my space, oneness becomes two-ness. It is almost more than I can. He's near us. He's so close. He wants to be with us.
Who?
My Benny Bowser. I'm here for you, Benny.
I think she's whacked.
There is no Benny Bowser
That's
here.
not his real name, you silly. That's his spirit essence as my soul knows him.
Really, really whacked.
Mr. Ben Fullman, for those of you who don't know who he really is.
You knew Mr. Ben Pullman.
I'm getting some really twisted vibes from your direction. My Benjamin is your Bowser? Oh, please. Cold, blue, harsh. Seems is not what seems. Ridiculous child.
Are you like, okay?
Warm oatmeal cookies.
I love oatmeal cookies.
Small dogs. Hawaiian Barbie and Ken.
She is making a sick joke of my father's funeral.
Lonely. Fingers frantic. Keyboard. Where are you, Daddy? 1, 14, 32, 46, 53. Lucky lotto for you. Do it today.
Really, my dear, I've tried this nonsense several times before.
Limo and sex. Champagne and sex. Lyle and sex.
Maybe there is something to this after all.
I've had enough of this.
Betrayal. Dead, but not dead.
What is she babbling?
Betrayal. Dead, but not dead. Oh! Oh! Hold me!
breathing, isn't
I'm not
she?
sure what she is.
Is she breathing? Well, check her chest. Is it leaking out down?
Or you may just simply check her pulse.
Who is she?
She's whacked.
Who she is of no consequence. That she has a will could be of great consequence.
5 wills?
Yes, you beautifully sculpted but simple stud. 4 + 1 does equal 5.
Does she have it?
Well, she said she did.
Aren't you going to check?
She's unconscious.
Less resistant to sharing what she has?
Why don't we just wait until she wakes up and ask her?
Which one of you hardy brave lads is willing to relieve that deluded child of her will?
Don't do that. She's whacked.
For Pete's sake, I'll do it. Alright, I can use a help, so don't let her fall.
Very careful. She's very sick, puppo.
Nicely done.
So, when do we Wow, I'm not like some kind of freak, you know. I can just tune into different channels and see things. It's my special gift, you know.
That means
Yes, I'm Benny's wife. Does anyone else have a question? 6. I was married to my Bowser for 6 months. I did not. Why would I just sit out there and eavesdrop and pretend to know things? Yes, 100 million left to me and me alone. Except for your $1, of course. No. Not very often, but when we did, it was wonderful. You ought to be absolutely ashamed of yourself for thinking that of me. Yes, just as real as the paper he's holding.
Was the signature real?
exact same writing, identical signatures, except leaving everything to
Dawn Pullman. And the date?
the same.
You're not really buying this psychic mind reader crap, are you? She's a fake. Can't you see that? Can't you see what she's doing? Stop doing that. I said stop doing that. I'm not just kidding around here. I'll kill you if you don't stop.
You're both whacked.
That was really annoying. So there are 5 wills. If you can read minds, why bother asking? Let me see the other 4.
No.
If I touch the signatures, I'll know whether or not they're really Benny's.
The sooner she feels them, the sooner she'll go away.
Why not? I love party games. Spin the bottle's actually my favorite.
And the 5th one is yours, I believe?
Mine's
Not
not here. I have it
hidden
for safekeeping from people like you.
Raj,
Raj, make her stop that.
Do you really have a will, or are you just pretending?
Of course I do.
I can see everything and anything going on in that conniving little brain of yours. You know that, don't you?
Well, does he or doesn't he?
I don't know.
What did you see in there?
Blue sky. Endless blue sky. With a few scattered clouds. Here. Hold these against your spirit source so I can see.
What?
Like this. Hold it. Oh, let me see.
Oh, could we please just get on with this?
Well, are the signatures his?
I'm checking.
Something's odd.
How is but the Ben does not.
What?
Ben doesn't what?
Let me try again.
Oh.
No more filthy fingers in my chest.
The words say Ben, but the Ben does not.
Let her try again. How else are we gonna find out about the signatures?
Now you believe in her? Lend me your power. Do this with me. Be with me. Hold me. All right, nobody move. That means you let us. Oh, you stop drooling into that water glass. And you get your filthy paws off that corpse.
Corpse? Where do you go? I'll watch from here.
Corpse? Cool.
Just what do you think you're doing to that poor filly there, Tonto? I know all about you, men, because you're your worst nightmare. I'm woman. I'm the sheriff. And this here's a crime scene. And I'm the boss. Until I get some answers out of you both, your butts are riding in my saddle. You comprendo me, mister?
Just say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you talking to Red Rider? Because I ain't hearing. Deets, hand me my taser.
Oh, you should have been nice to her.
Now I want answers about her, and I want them quick, so start talking. What?
Can I say something?
No.
Okay.
Hey, please, Sheriff, I need to give her mouth to mouth.
Ow!
Don't be disgusting.
And JJ, you mean she ain't dead?
No, she's in some sort of trance, and these gentlemen were just trying to help.
And groping an unconscious female is helping? I got your number, Buckwheats, and I'm counting down to 0.
Please, Sheriff.
Back up, dirtbag. Grab a piece of sky. And get your puggy nose out of official sheriff business.
It's true, Sheriff. Unfortunately, these men are completely harmless.
Is that true? You consider your butts momentarily bailed here. If I hear different, you'll be wearing my boots in your butt pockets. Now sit. And don't get comfy because I ain't through with you.
You heard what she said. Please stand over there.
Wait. She said, back up, dirtbag. Jeez, you can't get anything right.
Can't do.
Cannot.
Cannot.
JJ Deets! Cut it out! Get her in the wheelchair and get her on over there.
Oh, wheelchair. Okay. Oh. Go this way. This way. Come on. No way. Come on. Wait. Go.
You can't be serious.
Okay, how do you open this?
Come on, get it together.
Can I say something now?
No, take her.
Okay, guys, come on.
No, I don't want to touch the dead body.
Oh, quit crying, you baby. She's not dead, I think. Come on, ready? Go.
This is a memorial celebration. I don't know who you think you
Sheriff
are.
Samantha Stickleman, first class. That's Miss Sheriff Samantha Stickleman, the youth squirt. Capital M, small f, double period. Someone hollered there's 1033 in progress. We 1014 over here to assist and evaluate. You 10 forward, I'm saying?
No.
Someone called up the sheriff's office and said they were all cut up and dying. And so we've galloped on over here pronto. Figured it was her that was hurt.
Nobody's dying. The person we're celebrating is already dead.
Well, how could they call if they was already dead? You mean you got another dead body stashed here somewhere?
There's another dead body? Oh, I don't want to see any real dead bodies.
Geez, Deets, we investigate murders. How can we investigate murders without a body to investigate?
There is no...
And speaking of bodies to investigate, I really like yours. Hey, do you like a man in uniform? Hey, what color are your eyes? Mine is dark brown. Hey.
You squirt, take me to the other body. Deeds, get on the horn to the medical examiner. JJ, glove up. This could be a messy one.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh boy, this is going to be great. Hey, do you know how these are supposed to go on?
There is no other body.
I really need to just sit down for a minute.
Oh,
No other body.
The person we're celebrating, we never had his body.
You lost his body. It could be anywhere. In the hall, under the table.
a body under the table.
You have such a gentle weight about you. You look really good with these gloves. Can I call you sometime?
Huge place like this to search, and we ain't even got a posse.
I'm so upset. If I could just shut my eyes for a
JJ, Deep, close the doors and the windows.
My name is JJ. Do you like body piercings?
Get your hands off my deputy. You, what up? Don't contaminate the crime scene.
There is no crime scene. The person we're celebrating today, we never had his body. He's dead. It's actually like a happy funeral.
A happy funeral? Well, I'm not happy about that. This is a funeral?
Yes, and like a reading of a deceased will.
A funeral. This is a funeral.
Yes.
And there's no dead body.
No.
Because nobody found the body.
Yes.
And somebody died.
Yes.
And it isn't her.
No.
Then why are we here if there's no dead body? How can it be a murder investigation if there's no murder?
Because there is no murder investigation, because there is no murder.
Deeds, why are we here if there's no murder?
Well, because.
Give me back my gloves. I hope y'all didn't sweat all over them.
Well, wait. Can I keep mine on?
But
Don't you
Sheriff.
think they're kind of sexy?
Take them on. If you keep them on, everybody's going to want to keep them on.
Please, Sheriff.
And we can't be gloving up the whole county.
Sheriff.
JJ, we only get to wear the gloves when we investigate.
You guys just yell her name
Now
real loud
bag the
for
glove
me.
lips,
Just
high
say
tail, back to the ring.
Sheriff.
Sheriff! I heard you ain't raising your voice to me, little Bubba.
We received the call of murder in progress. Proceed immediately to this location and exercise extreme caution. Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Well, as you can see, everybody in here is very much alive. So we'd like to thank you for your services, but we'd like to go over and celebrate Ben Fullman in our own way. And when Rex Rodman, Ben Fullman's attorney, arrives, we can go over his...
He's alive! I bet he's alive! I knew you'd come back to me,
Benji, is it really you? Pinch me, baby!
Take your hands off that strumpet's buttocks. While I'm very glad to see that you're not at fault, I demand that you explain yourself.
And I will. If you
Benny, why are you dead?
This isn't Ben.
Oh, that's Benji. I know this body anywhere.
You're Ben Coleman, my father?
That's not my father.
Are you the dead body that floated out to the ocean?
Well, that actually. Oh, can I put my gloves back on now?
This had better be very, very good.
I don't like dead bodies that disappear and then reappear not dead. That does not make me happy.
That does not make her happy.
And she's not very nice when she's not happy.
And I'm not very nice when I'm not happy.
And she's not very nice when she's not happy.
This is Rex Rodman.
What? Who?
Talk slowly, darling. I haven't had a martini in nearly an hour.
That's my dad's lawyer, Rex Rodman.
Rex Rodman, I think I actually preferred Benny.
Rex, Ronnie Spitz.
The words say Ben, but the Ben does not, remember?
Now I understand.
What? What does it mean?
It means that although he says his name is Ben, his name is not actually Ben.
What?
Oh, Benny.
Hey, can she wear gloves too? You have really great hands.
Eddie's, JJ.
So, Rex, what's the story here?
Do tell.
Start flapping that chop, bucko. And I'm not just whistling Dixie.
Hey, I can whistle too. Here, watch.
Muzzle it, JJ. Why don't you tell us what's happening here, Mr. Rex?
Okay, what is happening here,
What am I
Ben,
That's Bethlehem? Maybe Philip really is his son. They're even dressed alike.
Please help me if I can just get this out.
Don't touch that! Fingerprint! Don't contaminate the crime scene!
I am the crime scene.
Can we get a doctor here? Can we get a
JJ,
doctor here?
get a buggy, ASAP!
Oh man, I got my gloves on already. Can't Deets do it?
No, I usually puke when I see blood. It
Jeez,
just...
get an ambulance!
Oh man, does anyone have a phone I could borrow? It's a local call. Please, it's kind of an emergency. I'll give it right back.
I'm the one who called. I don't have much time. We came here. Before I go, I gotta tell you.
Ben, don't take your strength.
Who? Which one of you?
Stay really still. Just don't talk.
Standing here is my murderer.
With each breath, the poor man is dying. Keeping him quiet will likely save his life.
Or get away with it, because I know.
Oh, if that poor man doesn't stop talking, he's going to stop breathing.
Daddy, oh Daddy, please don't talk. Save yourself and don't talk.
Two things, Sheriff. Two things you gotta know.
JJ, Deeds, one on each side, I gotta write this down!
First, you gotta remember this, Sheriff. All my money, 100% of my fortune is gone. Wiped out.
What?
I beg your pardon?
I need a very large drink, please. No ice.
Can't be.
How much is 100%?
He's telling the truth. I can feel it.
And the second most important, fingerprints on the knife.
Yes?
Fingerprints on the knife are the prints of the person who stuck me.
Good, that's very good.
And that person is
Yes?
standing here in this room.
In this room?
Watching me die.
Now?
And that person is.
Yes?
Murderer is.
Yes?
That person is.
Sorry about that. Hold on. Maybe a little bit deeper.
That's strong.
Right there.
Right.
Okay? Oh, a little less than fingerprint. Might as well pull that out now.
I got blood on my hand!
Oh no.
Whoops.
Is he? Oh God.
But he didn't tell us who.
He didn't help us find out who.
Ben, don't tell him. I really need your help here.
Bye-bye, Mr. Nice Man. Have a great trip.
How much is 100%?
Well, at least now we got a body. JJ, Deets, and the rest of you. This is the crime scene. Nobody comes in and nobody goes out. Except if you need to use little cowboys and cowgirls room, which is behind that blue curtain over there. And don't be talking to the suspects. I ain't read them their rights yet. Get this stuff out of here before you spoil somebody's appetite.
All right, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Come on, suspects, come on. All suspects. I sleep on the floor. I sleep on the floor. Move the police eyes. Come on, move it. Come on, move it. I've got an interrogation to conduct.
I see starving folks. And I'm just withering away in the company of killers. Each JJ, line 'em up. thank God it's good. Now, we just been cooking with gas all day and I'm happy to be positive. Having a funeral for a guy who wasn't even dead. Swallowing over money that wasn't even there, and now this. Dredging through all Ben Pullman's friends and family, trying to flush out a murder.
Hey, Sheriff, if we go put some more gloves on, can we go investigate the body some more, she and I?
Hey,
We'll ask again later.
now you just been blowing my smoke in my eyeballs, now haven't you?
What smoke?
Stop slap talking me.
All right, I did it. You got me. I took 2 small bites of your beef when you weren't looking. I was so hungry I couldn't help myself. But I used my own spoon, I promise. See?
Just been blowing smoke in my eyes, now haven't you?
What smoke?
Stop slap talking me. All the cards are on the table. You knew Ben Pullman wasn't really dead, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, of course I did. We fooled you all. Good, huh?
How wicked and deceitful of you. Oh, I really like that.
Why?
Me and Ben planned it out. We planned it out perfectly. We waited till the bridge was clear, and we sent this beamer going right through the bridge rail.
That's a felony, buckwheat.
Charges countless thousands of dollars and a waste of time and effort. But, as you know, Ben was completely broke. He didn't have a dime left. So what did Ben have to lose?
What did he have to gain?
Ah, that's the $1 million question. What did Ben Pullman have to gain for faking his own death? Revenge.
We need
That's not fair, revenge.
Sweet revenge over the person that stole $100 million and something far, far worse.
There is nothing worse.
Oh, but there is. Isn't there, oh beloved and trusted friend, Rex?
I have the right to remain silent.
If you hold him down for me, I can tell what he's thinking.
Let me have it, Sheriff. 5 minutes alone with me and he'll be chirping like a canary.
At ease, Jason.
We're working together. Give us some.
Make Ben want to fake his own death.
Well, Mr. Sexy, Rexy, Triple Time and Romeo, you're in about as deep as I ever seen it. You best start shoveling. I better go to smell every little bit of what you're scooping.
Roger is just trying to. He's just.
Start by telling me how your head's to the dead guy's whole hair removed. We're married to him, Marcia.
On my legal marriage license, it says Mrs. Ben Pullman. There's no mention of a Mrs. Rodman.
That's what it says on mine, too.
On all ours, Ducky.
As if it mattered, Mrs. Pullman is just as broke as Mrs. Rodman.
Sheriff, I believe I can save you and all these lovely people here an immense measure of time and trouble. May I have a word with my husband, or Mr. Rodman, or Jackass, or whatever his name may
You know a way to settle things?
be, with absolute finality?
Then have at it, Queen. Deeks, JJ, come on. This is my bar subject. Take your best shot.
As you wish.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Stop it! Worthing, you slithering snake!
I'm too young to die. I got a wife and kids and neighbors who like me. Please take her.
Take it easy, folks. Just blink. Now you're messing up. When you're here in America, you want to put down a dog. You got to get yourself something to use with real bullets.
Rex, spend a moment, baby. Let me check your things.
That was really stupid.
Just what did you think you were trying to prove?
Really, really stupid.
Hey, if you're ever in the market, I know people who know people. I can hook you up. Call me.
The shooting is over. Will you let go of me now? Jeez.
I did not intend to kill him, just to increase the velocity of his heart in the hopes that it would explode. My revenge, I guess, for his horrible lives.
I get it. You stole Ben Pullman's name so you could marry these 3 women. In fact, you stole all his money. You stole his identity. That's it, isn't it?
You pretended to be Ben Pullman? That's how you got these 3 women to marry you?
Makes sense. Don't be provisional middle-class roadman. Wouldn't get a second glance from the women. But rich, worldly Ben Pullman would.
My shallowness does not excuse your wretched deceit. I pay everything.
Everything.
Everything for rich and famous Ben Pullman, not sexy Rexy Roadman.
Everything.
Oh God, I need a bath.
You used to be, Ben.
Rex, dear, I still like you.
That wasn't very nice at all.
Appalling is what it is.
Criminal is what it ought to be.
But it was such fun.
I knew his aura was the wrong color. We got special cages for men like you.
And as his lawyer, he had blank checks to all his accounts.
And all that wonderful money.
Darling, I liked you, but I loved your money.
Oh, you loved me. All three of you. Say what you want, but you loved me. It wasn't about what we bought or where we went. It was about me.
It's always been about you.
All right, so I'm guilty. Look, I married 3 women. You know, to do that, I had to borrow somebody's money.
You stole $100 million.
Wait. You spent $100 million? Yeah. So? I mean, look at it. No, really, look at it. Look, you wouldn't steal $100 mil if you could get away with it and marry these 3 chicks? You had the chance? No. He probably did being polite in front of his wife. You married 3 women at the same time? Yeah, married broads, spent some of his cash. What does that make me, a criminal? It makes you damn lucky.
It makes you a pig.
Or a murderer.
Murderer? You know, I didn't stick a knife in the Pullman. I mean, I had his wines, I had his money.
You had his life.
Yeah, maybe that's why you wanted him dead, so he couldn't take it back. Maybe that's why you stabbed him, so he wouldn't tell anyone.
Sounds about right to me.
Wait. You were married to these 3 babes? Can I just shake your hand?
You were his personal secretary, and you didn't notice anything? Either you're incredibly incompetent, or you were helping to steal it.
Ben was a literary genius, but actually very stupid. There's only 2 people he really trusted, himself and Rex with his money.
Sweet work, my man.
So how did he find out about all the money?
Pitch, actually he got a letter in the mail with no return address and no signature.
Somebody wrote a letter about me?
Well, technically it's not a letter. It was pictures. Lots and lots of pictures.
Photographs? Oh, I hope they got my best side.
What kind of pictures?
Of you and him and them.
Doing what?
What husbands and wives do.
Oh, I hope we were doing it well.
Tell you what, can I just get your autograph on one of those pictures?
Bingo! Then you ran the knife in old Pullman's belt line, grabbed the photos to keep the world from seeing you in compromising positions.
There is a small country that has seen me in compromise. Lord save those who invited me there.
Then,
Kill someone to save my reputation? I'm rich. I just buy a new one.
I love those kind of pictures. I have albums of them.
Roger, what did my father do?
Well, he burned them.
Oh, damn it.
But before he burned them, he got names and addresses, and we took all the letters and we actually mailed them out to these people. And then, of course, we planned out the whole bridge scene.
All that trouble just to get us to come here tonight, dear? All you had to do was say pretty please, baby.
Knowing, of course, that as his attorney, Mr. Rex Roman would show up and his 3 wives would be here front and center.
A stick of money always draws the flies.
That was the plan. Ben was going to step out, get Rex in compromise, and have him arrested. And at least that would be something for him stealing all this money.
Got a blade to the belly instead.
That wasn't the plan. I don't know why any one of you would want to kill Ben.
Oh, one of us, darling. We like having you in our little club.
We were supposed to be laughing about his fake funeral, not planning the real one.
I've had my willow funeral for one evening. Are we free to depart?
Park it, princess. I'll let you know when the corral gate opens.
Then arrest and charge
Oh,
me.
I can do that. See, I got my handcuffs already.
I don't like your city attitude.
I find your monumental ignorance
Thank you very much. Listen, I'm just out of a relationship. How about a movie? I'll take her. Come on. We'll head them off to the pants.
Come on, go get it. Yeah, right behind you. Yeah. Right there.
Get up, how dare you? How dare you leave me without one teeny tiny itty bitty little kiss? You were incredible, absolutely fantastic.
I didn't say much. I kind of just disappeared.
But that's what made it so brilliant. No one saw or suspected. Being in the same room with you and not being able to have you. Promise me, Philip, that we will never be apart for so long again. I couldn't wait for today to get here. I can't stand being without.
Cool it. Come on, Margaret. We have to be cool. Really, really careful.
I don't want to be careful. You know what I want.
You want us to get caught like this and have everything we planned blow up?
Of course not. Why are you being so mean to me? Say you love me.
I love you.
And mean it.
I mean it. Now look, we've come so far. We are so close. Just play it out. Just a little bit longer. And then we can do whatever you want with no worries.
Promise?
Promise. Now remember, you don't know me. You've never seen me before today.
But I do know you, and the more I know you, the more I want you.
If anyone finds out, if Rex were to ever find out about...
Stay down. You weren't supposed to be here. What the hell are you doing here? No one was ever supposed to see us together. Oh my God, it was bad enough having my 3 wives show up. Talk about bad luck. And now you? What are you, nuts? Are you crazy?
I thought you needed me here. I thought you wanted my help.
Oh, he's my father. He's my father. I have a copy of his will. Are you nuts? I told you can't collect on a will that doesn't exist. Patience. I told you gotta trust me on this.
After you finish writing it will exist. That was part of the deal. To make up for my cut of the 100 mil that you blew. I'll trust you after I have Ben's will to me his son here in my hand.
Well, what good would that do? I mean, you know that his estate is drained.
Don't bother. You know and I know, and I hope to God nobody knows that Fullman's latest screenplay, Bond Farewell, sold and sold big. That's $20 million into his new estate. Plus cable rights, percentages, Netflix, Hulu. That's $50 million into Fullman's new estate. Fullman's new will that you're going to write me now needs to be worth at least half that. That's $25 million, the top half. I hope you're taking notes.
Now? You want me to write it up now?
See, you're talking when you could be writing.
Look, I got John Wayne and 2 deputies tearing apart looking for me. How am I supposed to be writing up wills?
Do it now, or I walk. But first I talk.
About what?
Old wives and new knives.
Hey, well, what's that supposed to mean?
Bigamy, fraud, grand larceny. Murder is just your next logical step.
Murder? Are you crazy? I didn't kill Fullman.
Sure, and Fullman's really my daddy. Now run along, and here's a pen.
I think you want it that way. Look, just buckle it until I get back.
With the will.
With the will?
Nothing fancy. In fact, make it look like you just scribbled it on a napkin right after someone knifed it. Just make it legal. You got 5 minutes. Run.
I got my eyeballs all over you.
You're great. I can think of 25 million that you're so great.
It could be even better if we just don't blow it. Now look, your wills are legal. As one of his legal wives, you get, one of your wills are legal. I get 25 million. You, as one of the 3 legal wives, you get 1/3 of the other half. That's 8 million. You walk away with 8 million. Your 8 plus my 25, that's 33 million for Philip and his baby.
And I earned every dime. I hated that Roman from the day you introduced me to him and set the whole thing up.
But you're a dino actress, baby, and soon to be one of the richest. Now brush up on that British and play it out until the fat lady sings.
Just one kiss, baby?
One kiss and you'll go.
Of course, baby.
Just why would my Philip be kissing my husband's wife?
Uh-oh. Why would my Philip be kissing my husband's wife?
33 million for Philip and his baby. Isn't that what he just said?
33 million, yes.
Let's review, Philip. Philip here sets me up to marry Ben Fullman, even though he and I both know it's not really Ben Fullman, it's Rex Rodman, a man I despise. Also, Rex Rodman can steal $100 million from Ben Fullman. And then my Philip baby here says he can steal the same $100 million back from Rex Rodman. All this just so Philip and his baby can live happily ever after.
I think I know this story.
I don't like this story.
Then Rex Rodman goes and blows the entire $100 million before Philip steals it.
You weren't supposed to help him spend it. You were supposed to make him save it so I could get more time to spend it to save the money.
But never fear, says my loving Philip. The real Ben Fullman's screenplay Fond Farewell is worth $50 million.
Which is 25 for him,
8 for me.
8 for me,
And 8 for me, but not really just 8 because it's really
33 million
for Philip and his baby. Just one question, Philip. Which one of us is your baby?
Yes, Philip, can you answer that for me? I guess you won't be needing this.
No, please don't tear that up. Just hear me out, old buddy.
Let me get this straight, old buddy. You set me up to marry these three, all the time hoping to steal the 100 mil, all the time playing my best friend. Well, I guess I knew who set me up with Ben now, and who sent me the picture.
I did not enjoy taking those pictures.
All right, Chief, let's check out Jack again.
By myself? It's dark out there.
I'll take JJ with you.
Oh, man, I want to stay with you.
All right, well, I'll go. You stay here. Come on, let's go.
I think he might
We
go.
gotta find more. Looking for someone?
Where did you come
Can I help you with something, sis?
Join us for having a Tupperware party.
No, thank you.
He's not here.
I'm waiting for the sheriff.
you can wait with us.
We miss you.
If one of you even take one step toward me, he'll squash your head. Won't you?
Oh, this is a great big old Papa Bear. Come to Mama Bear, baby. See?
What are you so nervous about? You're amongst friends.
Am I?
Well, maybe not as close as one of your other friends.
What are you talking about?
Ben Fullman, your husband.
You mean you were married to her too?
You were married to all 4 of us?
No wonder you were always tired.
And Philip, you set this one up too?
No, I mean Ben Fullman, the real Ben Fullman.
Shut up.
Afraid the sheriff might hear? The truth will come out eventually, Mrs. Fullman.
I said shut up.
You know, what I don't get is, why do you pretend to be his daughter when you're really his wife? I mean, why bother? Why not just tell the truth?
Because a daughter who had never met her father could never be accused of having committed murder, particularly a daughter willing to share $100 million.
But a wife, the real wife and sole heir, absolutely would be suspected.
Wait a minute. Her and Ben married? I must be losing my touch.
A real wife doesn't matter. We still all have real wills.
Do we? Real wills, or when we were married to a fake husband? She's the real deal?
When I first got here tonight, I was reading what Roger had written about Fullman. Tucked behind those papers, there just happened to be a marriage license. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the real Mrs. Ben Fullman. While living, her net estate is worth approximately $50 million.
Being the real Mrs. Fullman could be a very bad thing.
Very bad for us, ladies.
Maybe even worse for her.
Time to go to the ladies' room, Rachel.
Let's
Time
go,
to
Rachel.
count your
Uh-oh.
My. When you first got here tonight, I had a distinct impression that you two had never met.
Well, you were wrong.
Apparently.
What's going on here?
The girls seem to be quite upset about Rachel's relationship with Ben.
Just because she says she's a daughter doesn't mean she can prove it.
Now, give it up, Raj. Everybody knows.
Knows what?
Oh, about his new screenplay, Fond Farewell.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, and I'm a virgin.
Don't you get it? That's why everyone's here. Everyone already knows about the sale of the screenplay. Don't you get it? Why everybody showed up tonight?
That's why one of you killed Ben Pullman? For a new $50 million? Well, looky here. If it walks like a duck and cracks like a duck, probably craps like a duck. Looky, the gang's all here. Oh! Stop it right there. Next one that moves is gonna be wiping my fingernail polish off their teeth. It's clear as the bear in the woods. Every last line one of you could have done it. Slip back in there, plug the knife in old Ben. Just figured he'd lay there and bleed out. Never figured he's ornery enough to stay alive to face down his murderers.
Probably want to know what's happening, right?
Yeah, so what's happening?
She did it. She's Ben Pullman's real wife, not one of his, not a daughter. That fake will that gave some of the money to the people. That was just to keep his suspicion off her. She really did the murder. You knew about the sale of his latest screenplay, Fond Farewell. With him dead, you knew you would inherit the entire $50 million.
I married him because I loved him. I didn't kill him. I spent every second trying to protect him from you. I know what happened here. You showed up and found Ben alive, and you had to kill him to keep him from going to the police for stealing all that money.
You, Mr. Super Sack. I bet we can entice your 3 wives here for a castration. They'll enjoy calling you ox. Yep.
Yeah. Me? Kill Ben? He was my best friend.
You stole $100 million from him.
Yeah, but doesn't mean I didn't like him. I mean, it was only money. I mean, there would have to be something well more important than money for me to kill someone. But you know, there is someone who would kill just for the money. Isn't that true? Philip!
Philip.
Yeah, Philip, the good son.
Philip stuck him for the money.
Yeah, exactly why he did it. He was working with them. They helped him. Me pretending to be Pullman was all his idea. And then he set me up to marry those 3 witches.
An accessory to bigamy? Is that true? Keep talking, Buckaroo, and this better be good.
And you know what? And then this guy sends those sicko pictures to Pullman of me and my wives.
So you're the bully got with the heifers. I should plug you right now.
Look, Pullman only thinks he's completely broke. So he sends out those worthless wills to my wives to get them here and to arrest me. But then today, big change of plans. New screenplay sold. Fond Farewell is worth $50 million in new money. So those worthless wills aren't so worthless anymore. The only problem is, Ben has got to be dead for Philip and my wives to collect.
Ben's dying is not about money. It's about paybacks. Right, Raj? See, old Raj loves to write. He loves to talk about writing with his rich and famous boss. Little did Raj know he would find his story with Ben's name on it.
And I'm going to kill Ben over one idea?
A $50 million idea. Wasn't Fond Farewell really your idea?
I have a million $50 million ideas. Ben was a has-been. I'd be richer than he ever was.
No,
What do you mean
that's not true. Come on, we all know you did it. Come on, we all know you did it. Come on. Yeah. I have to call the bee.
I thought we could go over the body one more time for evidence. I brought enough gloves for everyone. What table should we put them on?
Get the stiff out of here pronto.
Oh,
See, I told you she was going to do this. Now I'm stuck here taking this bed apart.
but I thought everyone was going to want to go over the body. I know. Who wouldn't want to put gloves on, you know?
Not me. I mean, who wants to see the dead body to begin with?
Shut up and get these people their dessert. Don't you be talking to these folks trying to fill their heads with any of your lies. All right, even John Wayne need a leg up once in a while. You're all here at the get-go. You all saw everything. Now what I want you to do is put your names on all them ballots and who you think did old Ben Pullman and which rascal or rascal did it. And we know 3 things for certain. Old Ben Pullman is indeed dead. And I didn't do it because I wasn't here. And my 2 deputies didn't do it because, well, quite frankly, they were just too stupid. So saddle up, get ready for a lynching. And they'll be calling you up the table number for your dessert. So pay attention. shut up. Deeds, JJ, throw the line up over there. Come on.
All right, you guys, come on inside.
Come on, you know the routine.
The quicker we get this thing moving, the quicker we get this thing moving. Come on, hurry now. Line up all over there. Good job. You know how to make a line.
Now, get you the wild ones. Now, Mr. Rex, sexy Benny, you must be sure ain't nothing but dirt between these ears.
You have the right to remain silent.
Addie, you ain't got to that part yet.
Oh.
You didn't throw that hole for the money now, did you?
No!
Oh, for love.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You were in love with Ben? I'm gonna watch him from over here.
Too much love. You were drowning in it. Smothered by it. You found all out Ben bit the thing when you just about busted your freaking bitches for door. Danced for door. As far as you knew back then, your little herd of heifers over here thought you were the real bad boy. There you were, stuck with the gang trees in 10th gear, hovering above it. Oh yeah, that's tough. Having me put in service with these three crazy women, drive a man insane. Very few men can live triple speed with these three fast and wild women. My heart goes out to you, partner.
Look, do you have any idea what it's like to be married to 3 healthy women? Particularly these 3! That one man's worth 10 all by himself.
Ben's dying was better than divorce. You're out of 3 marriages free and clear. Only thing is Ben's got to stay dead.
Well,
Then you go out and back, and you find a woman, and you stick the knife in her, making your 3 divorces final.
well, Sheriff, I'd be lying if I told you I didn't consider that. And the truth of the matter is that no woman, no matter how beautiful, is worth killing over. I mean, not even you. That is so beautiful.
You have the right to remain silent.
At ease, Deeds. Maybe you'd never kill for no woman. But I never met a woman that wouldn't kill a man when there's $50 million in cash involved. I know how bad one particular woman can be. But when you get 3 of them together, they can get downright nasty. When he mailed those 3 wills out, he didn't know he was writing his real murderers to his real funeral, now did he? You didn't come here looking to kill Ben. You came here tracking someone else.
What?
The man claiming to be Ben's son was a worthless expense against your inheritance.
Me? Is she talking about me?
Oh yeah, you. Only 2 men knew that you weren't Coleman's real wives. No, we're adults, sexy Rexy over here. You couldn't tell without getting himself in jail.
Me? Is she talking about me?
I think
Yeah,
so.
you, but old lover boy here could become a real spur under your saddle and start spouting off at the mouth that you weren't Ben Coleman's real wives.
I'll never do that. I'm in love.
With all 3 of us? Of course, he'd never tell. Keep his filthy mouth shut for a fright. Oh yeah. Best thing you 3 could do to come up with a way to shut him up permanently. You're not really from England, are you?
Queens, New York, sweetie, born and raised. Go Yankees.
And you 3 knew each other. You've been working together all along now, haven't you?
We thought working together would be much more profitable.
You've been working together? Against me?
Close your mouth, darling. Your brains are gonna dry out.
And you never really loved sexy Rexy now, did you?
Well, that depends, Sheriff. Are we talking in body or in spirit?
So you all get here early. Kiss on Philip. Get a good look at what he's wearing. Slip out in the back. go to plunge a knife in him, you realize it isn't Loverboy Philip here. It's Bowman.
Nice try, Sheriff. But what would killing Philip accomplish? If Ben Fullman was still alive, he would just tell everyone we weren't his wives.
How can you say that, Dawn? I'm like part of your cosmos. Puppy dogs and warm fuzzies.
Drop dead, loser. I'm not psychic. I don't give a crap about the other planes of existence. The one I want is right here, and I want it studded with diamonds and plated with gold. Killing Philip wouldn't accomplish anything.
It would have if Philip had done his job right. You were supposed to have already killed Pullman by then. That was the plan, wasn't it, Philip?
Well, yeah, technically.
Shut up, Philip!
So Philip kills Pullman, and then the three of you kill Philip.
You were trying to kill me?
But it didn't work. You didn't have enough time to get out there and kill Pullman.
I'm impressed, Sheriff. You were pretty smart. Congratulations.
You were trying to kill me?
Yeah, so? Now, dude.
You have the right to remain silent.
Just one itty-bitty problem, Sheriff. Philip didn't have enough time to get back there. By when he arrived, Pullman already had a knife in his belly.
Which was great for us, because slick, sexy Philip over here can't dot his I's without missing the paper. At least someone did his job for him. And yes, we would have killed Philip, but he was already out here reading Roger's silly nonsense about Ben. We've been trying to kill you, baby, but we just couldn't get you alone.
You've been trying to kill me?
Can't arrest us for trying, Sheriff. If wishing someone was dead was a crime, we'd all be in cages.
Oh, yeah. And just why should we believe you?
Because I say so and it's true. Need a little physical evidence?
Oh, yeah.
Philip didn't kill Pullman either.
As much as we'd like to say he did, Sheriff, unfortunately he did not. Opening soda cans challenges him.
So that means
You have the right
and
to.
you.
Oh, dang it, I forgot the rest.
Don't be ridiculous. Ben was really my husband. Why would I kill my husband? For his money? I didn't need him dead for that.
Ben Pullman was your husband.
Yeah, Roger witnessed the wedding and the marriage license. Would you like to see it?
That doesn't make any sense. Unless Ben Pullman didn't know he was your husband.
I beg your pardon?
If he was really married to you and he knew he was married to you, then why would he go to all this fuss with his big old funeral? All he had to do was put your wedding picture in the paper, would have bought them 3 dog towns in the barn.
You have no idea what you're talking
You married him, so Loverboy Roger here, you can inherit the whole money and split it with your boyfriend here. Now, I do think that Pullman had something to do with the setup. Doing that whole brick scene. That was before he knew about the $50 million idea. Oh yeah. So that's why you had time to start reading this speech. You went out in the back, and when Pullman stuck his hand out, the hand you went to shake had your knife in it. Now, Pete.
You are a very, very bad man.
All right, I did it. I had to kill Ben. If he would have found out about the $50 million, he would have never kept me around. And I knew what you would do without that money. You would have dumped me. You would have taken that marriage license, waved around and collected half the $50 million in settlement.
You mean that marriage license was real?
Of course it was real. I slid it in the papers and he signs every day. He didn't even notice. And I did it all for you. I did it so we could be together. And you stand and did it for you.
He made me do it.
Shut up!
He told me that he would kill me if I didn't
Would
help
you shut up?
I swear it's all his idea.
Shut up!
JJ,
great. I've always wanted to do this.
Can I book him? I never get to book anybody.
Okay, you can book him, and I'll book her. That's fair.
Makes sense.
Keep your hands off.
So, how do you feel about the color orange? I do. It's the new black.
Now that your boyfriend is going to jail, your husband, I think you're back on the market. So, are you looking for a relationship or just casual sex?
Alright, the bad guys fight the best. Who was right? Your big Roger Rachel was the murderer. Good for you! I can use a couple of new deputies. Like your number?
Hey, Sheriff! I'm here at the results of the ballot. Okay, so, if you guess the killer right, then congratulations. You win this beautiful centerpiece that was generously donated to us by Big Woods Nursery. One person from each table wins. And if you didn't get it right, then we just guessed at random draw. So, from table number 1, congratulations, Renee Bancroft. Woo! Table 2, congratulations, Dan Buckley. Then for table 3, congratulations, Pat O'Brien. You won the second. For table 4, Malcolm, you won the centerpiece. Now for table 5, congratulations, Noah Kay. You won. Table 6, we have Esther McRae. Now, from table 7, Curtis, you won the centerpiece. From table 8, we have, say this right, Okay, Nagus is over there. Okay, she moved. 8 instead of 18, but I mean, you won the centerpiece. Okay, table number 9, we have Kim O'Rourke. Congratulations. From table 10, we have Tom Hardy. Now, from table 11, Bill, you won the centerpiece. From table 12, we have Bill Kisner Jr. Now, from table 13, we have Darren Davis. You won the centerpiece. Now, from number 14, we have Kathy Scotto, right? Now, from table number 15, we have Joseph. Table 16 over here, Kim. You won the centerpiece. Now, from table 17, we have Deb. Bent back. Deb. Okay, congratulations, Deb.
Have a good night. We hurry up on home. We can get home from the time we're on a Saturday Night Live.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.